cue the seed murder.
Let all
Back.
naysayers
Let them know.
naysay. Let
Here's
'em
the
know.
deal.
They can naysay.
I appreciate the we're back memes, but we ain't left. We ain't left yet.
Was that was you and your brother, right? You said
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear with you a t-shirt that says "We never left, assholes."
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted we're back,
Yes.
bitches, and I said, well, I'll just get one that says we never left. I don't think we're gone. We're talking Alabama, obviously, but not much. Roll Tide. They're in the playoffs, and y'all can suck a dick if you hate it.
That's an open invitation
I
to several
didn't know that we
states.
worked that blue. I thought we were S&Bs around here.
I can edit. Let's start here. Did y'all see the trailer for Furiosa this week?
Yes.
What'd you think?
No.
I'm extremely interested, only because I loved the Road Warrior. I love Fury Road, and I'm excited that George Miller's doing another project, because I think, and I mean, like, has he made bad movies? Yeah, Beyond the Thunderdome isn't that great, but like when he's on, dude is on. And like, I don't know, I like Anna Taylor-Joy.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I had to wait until y'all said her name to be sure that this is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
I have to admit that when I saw Fury Road, I thought that it was my first
Movie in a theater.
Yeah, there were images moving, and then a car came towards the screen, and I was just terrified. I ran out.
He ran right out, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it was the first time that I'm having a serious brain fart this morning. What's the Jim Carrey movie where he's in the dome?
Oh, the
Truman
why
Show?
can't I only think
Truman.
Liar Liar?
Truman Show.
I was having my first Truman Show moment of like, I think everyone has agreed that this is a great movie to mess with me, because I did not find it to be an even
Fury
okay
Road,
movie.
you're talking. I
Yeah.
don't know. I was very shocked that it got the accolades it got, because I thought it was really good for an action movie, and I was entertained. I thought it was a really good summer movie, but then it started like trickling on through October, November, December as being great as well. And I was thinking, that's kind of odd. I thought it was good, but
It's
If
not
someone
good
had
for an
told
action
me-
movie. It might be the best action movie. I'm
If
firmly
someone
in
had
its
told
camp.
me that the theater downloaded the wrong file and I saw the wrong movie that day, it would have made everything make more sense.
so Furiosa, you're not in on it, even with Anya Taylor-Joy.
No, here's the thing though, is like, I still like that kind of movie. I just didn't. It's what you were saying. Like, this is a great action movie,
It
but
really
it's not
was.
even like a true, like one of the great action movies. It was just like a fine, constant barrage of weird. I enjoyed the weirdness of it. I think we need more of that in film. It creates its own world. Obviously, it didn't create that world, but is living in this strange world. So I'll definitely see it, but I think it's campy and kind of dumb.
And now, if I'm not mistaken, that strange world is just Australia.
A live
It's a
shot.
It's a documentary.
Yeah. They're all just trying to stay out of the ocean, actually.
It's rough down there for climate change. Chris Hemsworth in this one. Chris Hemsworth being goofy Chris Hemsworth.
Can't wait.
Seems like it. Yeah, it seems okay.
Nothing
We'll see.
can take my joy away. We all going to
Natalie,
see
you
John
liked-
Woo's new movie too? Since we're talking about action,
Say more on that. What's the name of it?
it's called Silent Night.
Oh God, no!
It's like his first American movie in like 20 years. I can't wait. It's gonna be so dumb.
Yeah, that's what I've gathered, but
There's
I
gonna be
don't know much
shooting,
more.
Blaine, and grunting.
Okay. That's yeah. I've heard it's a little ridiculous. That's about all I know. It's out now, I think. Well, we're still in movie mode. Beyonce's movie. Was that this weekend? Is it out? Or is it soon?
I think it comes out next weekend. We had its like London premiere this weekend. That was the big talk about it.
She did release a new song, right, this weekend?
She did. You want to know some racism that I think is happening? Here we go. Hot take.
Sadly, yeah, I'll take it. It's alive and well, but here we go.
I saw today that AMC has put out like guidelines for people going to see the Beyonce movie. Like, sure, dress up, have fun, sing along, but we don't want anybody dancing. We don't want anybody
Interesting.
getting up in their whatever, like
Damn.
making, like they didn't say this when Taylor Swift put her movie out. But
No,
Beyonce
in fact, I
comes
saw
out
the
and it's like,
opposite.
everybody be calm. Don't
Yeah, I
I
take
saw
say
videos, don't take photos.
I
Taylor
saw the
Swift, they're
opposite
letting
where they
them
were
hoot and holler.
encouraging. Yeah. They were encouraging dancing in the aisles, especially for the teens and tweens. Yep.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just saying.
Damn. Fuck that.
Not a good look, AMC.
No,
Calling 'em out.
man.
Sorry.
Fuck
Sorry,
that.
AMC. Don't sue me.
They can suck our dick too. We're adding to the fucking list.
Gonna have to get a free
Damn.
weekend for all this.
For all this dick sucking.
I would like to be
calendar.
excluded
Clear
from
some,
this.
yeah, clear some out of my calendar.
Let me get my book here. Okay. I've got 10 to 2 next week. So, hey, let's talk challenge briefly while we're still in YouTube form. I'll let you go back 2 episodes where Kaz was the returning champion, trying to get herself some money with an elimination win, but she didn't do it because Big T was sent or picked, sent. Her the little poll thing was
drawn.
Drawn. Thank you. That's the word. Anyway, it was between her and Melissa. They were trying to put the 2 buddies down there, but
I don't get it. I don't get the anti Big T Melissa thing that's happening this season. It's real stupid.
It is dumb. I don't get it either. Why not? What's not to like? They're not too big of a danger, but I don't get it.
But they're 2 pretty good players. If you were like, say, at the bottom of the massive alliance, why would you not work with them on the side so that you don't get picked off when the alliance starts?
When the alliance that
imploding.
Everybody is in except for those 2.
Right.
Yeah.
This is the dumbest season.
What about Nuris and Melissa? Are they mean girls? Are they fit that classification? Their bickering was in that episode where they got kind of heated.
I mean, I don't know that it was memorable. Honestly.
Okay, well, that's it.
That was
right
pretty
there.
standard, just whatever drama.
I do think Nerys seems more mean girl in the conventional sense than Melissa does.
Yeah.
Every time Melissa starts flying off the handle, I kind of like chuckle to that and say, like, I don't think they know what they're like. Melissa was born in the pubs of the UK. I don't think that they really want what she is ready to dish out.
One thing that might help you remember one of the scenes is they were getting a little heated and everything was fine with the screen except for the blurry spot over Melissa's chest and she was fully clothed. But they still had to blur out her buxom breast probably popping out. I'm assuming. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, why is there a blurry spot there? And then
didn't notice.
Well,
Wasn't looking.
Am I the only one that noticed that?
I noticed, Blaine.
Thank you for saving my ass once again. Recent episode flip floppy. All right, Jay annoys me. Where are you?
Jay's the worst.
He annoys the shit out of me. But I thought Adam had a kind of a soft spot for him because he's one of these guys who's small and can do calisthenics, but also, has a head for the game. Am I wrong in your read there?
No, early on, I do like those kind of players, and I think that they excel down the stretch. Like, I think he'd be pretty good in a final.
Right.
I think Jordan is kind of that kind of player, a bit undersized for the other guys, but manages to hold his own. Jay was a rock climber coming in, so I was ready to see what he could do. But when he got some of that this week, how much more effortless he made that look than everybody else, that was fun. But yeah, him and Michelle as like the leaders, it's just a bad scene. You're not on the J train anymore.
And the disrespect to Horacio is just the implication he's dumb.
He might be dumb.
I don't know. I didn't like that. He may be. I don't know. It's hard to say. We haven't seen him take a math test or anything, but
I do think that it is possible that he could be very good at this show, but not right for the show.
That's it.
He should stick with that Exalted show or where that he came from, whatever it's called. It's basically like I don't know if it's Mexico specifically or Latin America. I don't know. Some other show that's kind of like The Challenge mixed with Ninja Warrior. That was his the show he came out of, I think.
Okay.
And he did great on that show. He should stick with that, where it's less of this like household drama stuff and politicking, because he's not good at it.
I wonder if he'll learn it ever. He's not yet. But it also kind of makes him interesting.
It does, but then there's there are precedents for players who are trying to play that way in the past. Like, again, Jordan to some degree is kind of going to do what he wants. And then from well before that, Landon, Natalie can speak more to that, I'm sure. Like there are people who aren't really in alliances and kind of vote, like, oh, I'm just a moral guy, so if you were the worst today, that's how I'm going to vote for you, like that kind of thing. But I don't know. It's pretty awkward to watch Horacio deal with these people.
This is a hard season because if it were when it's just one person who's not great at the game, but you still want to root for them because they're competitive and they're good, seem like decent people, and they're just trying to figure it out, then it still makes for a good season. But when it's the majority of the cast has no idea what they're doing, it's so boring and frustrating to watch. It's like, y'all have got to get this together because this is embarrassing.
Yeah. Well, and they clearly still don't want to mess with him. Even when they're like thinking about maybe we should put him in, like they're not actually going to do it because nobody wants the repercussions from that.
Speaking of bad at the game, so many times during deliberations this season, they have just dug a grave, laid down in the grave. Corey is the most recent. What an idiot.
The worst.
Just the worst. I didn't know if he was that bad or not, and then he is. So he reveals to Big T and Melissa he was supposedly using them for information to help out another alliance he has going on. That's just shows the dichotomy between what you have here and veteran players that you don't have in this season.
It didn't even make sense as a time to admit that. Like, his name isn't on the chopping... I mean, his name was on the chopping block, right? But, like, you can't really... Nothing's going to happen to them by you doing that. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any
it was a
logical sense. And now you have to come back in the house and, like, deal with the fallout.
What an idiot. Speaking of not an idiot, I can't help but like Devin.
Oh, we love Devin now. We're all Team Devin.
Yeah, he occasionally. I mentioned this on the site's coverage over on the Alabama Take, the weekly coverage, but he occasionally will irk me a little, even in recent seasons, but not too bad. But his complete indifference to Michelle being in love to Callum, TD mentions that in his writing. I like that too. He cut to Devin doing the confessional, and he's like, that's her boyfriend or whatever. And he's like, oh, well.
Did he really know, though? How was he supposed to know?
No, he didn't know at the time, but in the confessional, he had learned, right? But that was the moment where he was indifferent. He was just like, oh, well.
But I mean, after he's doing the confessional afterwards, like, why not play it up for the... if you're already going to look like an asshole, why not double down and make for good TV, too?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's why I like him. He's good. He makes for good TV, and he got it done. It was a counting challenge. I liked when he called
James the giant guy.
I did, too. You're obviously...
It was real funny.
You're obviously hooking up with the giant. I love that. I wish he would have sent James home, honestly, but he did incorporate some chaos. Did you like it being a mace there instead of just a name or a pole or whatever it was?
I enjoyed
Adam
it a lot.
caught something from the previews. Adam noticed that they keep showing, or they were at the time showing CT pulling the mace.
No, they showed CT walking in with the mace.
With the mace.
He didn't pull it. He's like appearing with it.
Oh man,
incredible!
That's gonna be intense. They're saving him for last. You got to think, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Maybe he'll take James out. Wouldn't that be stellar?
No, he's gonna go for Jay.
Yeah, a little revenge.
Yeah,
revenge season.
Natalie, what not to take Blaine's job here, but what female are you most looking forward to coming on?
Cara.
Over Laurel?
Yeah. Laurel has not been as good the last couple of seasons she's been on.
Mm-mm.
Whereas we haven't seen Cara in 6 seasons or something.
You don't think the Laurel's just going to like completely dominate any of these ladies?
I mean, I'm sure she will. But I'm still more excited to see Cara. I like seeing Cara win more than I like seeing Laurel. Laurel has kind of turned into like she's like obnoxious when she wins now.
Oh yeah,
like
awful.
She did the whole like suck it thing. After that, it was just like I don't. Come on, you got to be cool about it.
I'm just looking. I feel like the gap between the ladies who are usually on the show and the whatever they're calling themselves, the contenders or whatever, is pretty dramatic compared to the gap between the guys. Like there's a few guys who maybe could hold their own in a normal season, but like outside of like Olivia and maybe a handful of others, I just don't see many of the women doing well. Melissa.
And I guess it depends on the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they cater it to them, seems like, the returning
It does seem
champ.
that way.
Olivia is strong. I still pick her to win this season. Right. Well, that's it. Catch us on the audio. Jump over on audio today. And I don't know. We'll talk to you there.